name of a set. To label a set, while small letters small a, small b, small c or small x, y, z, etc. are used for elements of sets. Example, if there is a set A, 2, 4, 6, 8 are elements of that set, belongs to that set, then the order of this set is 4 because the number of elements which belongs to this particular set A is 4. So the order of this set is 4. There is another example. If there is a set A, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are elements of this set, and these 5 digits belongs to this set. There are some examples of sets, and the following examples are subsets of the set of the real numbers, and we have already discussed these sets in detail in our class. The first one is the set of natural number, which is denoted by the capital N, and the numbers are starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are infinite set. The second one is the set of the whole numbers, which is labeled by capital W, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. The third one is the set of integer involving 0 and plus, minus, positive, negative integers, and this set is denoted by the capital Z. The set of positive integers contains plus 1, plus 2 and plus 3 and 0 as well, and labeled by Z plus, while the set of negative integers starting from minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and negative integer values, and labeled by Z minus. The set of odd numbers is denoted by capital O, and this set contains the number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. The set of even numbers, these numbers are divided by 2, 2, 4, 6 and so on. 0 in some cases involved in this set, but usually 0 does not belong to the set of the even number. So this set is labeled by capital E. The set of the rational numbers, this set is denoted by capital Q, and this set contains all the elements which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Any number which can be expressed in terms of the fraction is known as a rational number. Similarly, the set of irrational numbers is labeled by Q prime. Any number which cannot be expressed in terms of the fraction where P and Q are integers, and Q does not equals to 0, and here as well, because if Q is equals to 0, then the number will be infinity, so Q must be not equal to 0. When we take the union of rational and irrational number, one can obtain the set of the real number, because rational number contains all the above mentioned subsets of the real numbers, and the remaining numbers will be covered by the set of irrational number. And these two sets are the major sets. When we take the union of these two sets, we will obtain the set of the real numbers of the whole real line. And this is the expression which shows the set of the real number is equals to the union of two sets, set of rational number and set of irrational numbers. Ways of describing a set. There are 3 ways to describe a set. These 3 ways are descriptive method, tabular method, set builder notation, the descriptive method. A set may be described in words. For example, the set of all vowels in English alphabets. The set of students in the class of BA Zoology morning semester 4. If we describe a set in terms of words, this is a descriptive method. If we write the set of natural number is the descriptive method. The second method is the tabular method. A set may be described by listing its elements within brackets. For example, in order to describe a class of BA Zoology morning semester 4, in the curly brackets we can write all the names of students present in the class. And this will be the tabular method, where we list the elements of the set within the brackets. And there is an example. If A is the set of alphabets, then this set in tabular method can be written as a set of vowels A, E, I, O, U, where we illustrate all the elements which belongs to the particular category is known as, and if we illustrate all these elements in terms of the bracket, so this is the tabular method. Third one is the set builder method. This method involves the use of symbol for an arbitrary member of the set and stating the property common to all the members. In set builder method, we involve small x. That small x indicates all the elements of the set satisfying the same property. For example, the set of vowels write in set builder notation as here A is the label of the set. It's a symbol bracket must be involved in order to describe a set. X is a general element. This line shows such that X is a vowel of the English alphabet. So every element which is a vowel in English alphabets will belong to this set. So X is a general element which is a vowel of the English alphabet. So all the elements which are vowel automatically lies in this set. This is read as A is the set of all X such that X is a vowel of the English alphabets. Types of sets. There are several types of sets which are described here. Equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if and only if they have the same elements. For example, if A and B are two sets, A contains 1, 2, 3, B contains 2, 1, 3. These are two sets. These sets are equal because the number of elements are same in both sets and the number of elements are same as well. 1, 2, 3 and 2, 1, 3 are same elements. They have the same elements. That's why these two sets are equal. Equivalent sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent if and only if they have the same order of a set. They have the same order of the set means both sets have the same number of elements. For example, if A 1, 2, 3 and B 5, 6, 7, these two are equivalent because they have same order. Number of elements in A is 3, number of elements of B are 3. So that's why these two sets are equivalent sets. Finite set. If the number of elements in a set are finite, then the set is said to be a finite set. For example, if there is a set A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number of elements in set A is finite, so we can say that set A is finite. Infinite set. If the number of elements in a set are infinite, then the set is said to be infinite set. For example, if there is a set A which is set of natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, there is no element which is defined as the end point of this set. So this set contains infinite element because there is no end. So we can say that the set is infinite set. Every subset of the real number which we have defined earlier, set of natural numbers, set of even, set of odd, set of whole numbers, integers, positive integer, negative integers are all infinite set because they are a subset of infinite set which is a set of the real number. A set of real number, that's why all the subset of the set of real numbers is infinite set. Subset. If every element of a set A is the element of set B, then A is the subset of B. Symbolically, we can write it as A subset of B because every element of A contained in the set B. For example, if there is a set A, elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and there is a set B, elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then every element of A 1, 2, 3, 4 lies in the set B 1, 2, 3, 4, but there is another extra elements as well 5 and 6. So we can write that A is the subset of B, A is a subset of B, and symbolically we can write it as because every element of A contains in the set B. So A is a A is a subset of B. Proper subset. If A is a subset of B and B contains at least one element which is not an element of A, then A is said to be a proper subset of B, and we can denote it by A is a proper subset of B. For example, there is a set A 1, 2, 3, 4 and there is a set B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are elements 5 and 6 which are not the elements of A. There are extra element in B. So we can say that A is properly contained in the set B. So A is the proper subset of the set B. Improper subset. If A is a subset of B and A is equals to B, means the elements are same, number of elements are same, then two sets will be equal. If A is a subset of B and A is equals to B, then we say that A is an improper subset of B. For example, if A is equals to small a, small b, small c and B is equals to CBA, elements are same, ABC, ABC, arrangement is different. Number of elements are same, there is no extra element in the set B. So we can say that A is the improper subset of the set B. Power set. A set which contains all possible subsets of a set A is denoted by P of A. For example, there is a set A, AB, and there is another set P of A labeled by P of A, means power set of A. Power set of any set is denoted by P of A, and which contains all possible subset of that set. Phi is the subset of every set. Small a is the proper subset. Small A singleton set, this is also a singleton set. These two are proper subset of A, and AB set itself is an improper subset of this. So power set of A contains all possible subset of the set A. And number of elements in a power set we can determine by the formula 2 raised to power n. Small n is the number of elements in the actual set. If in this set the number of elements are 2, so in P of A, the number of elements will be 2 powers 2, 2 raised to power 2. We put the value of n is equals to 2 because the elements are 2. So 2 raised to power 2 is 4. So there are 4 elements. If there will be an option, the number of elements in the set A will be 3. Then the number of elements in the power set of A is 2 raised to power 3. The answer will be 6. So then we can obtain 6 elements in the power set of A if the actual set contains 3 elements. Singleton set, a set which contains only one element. For example, this is a singleton set. Only one element it contains. Universal set. The set of the complex number can be treated as a universal set. Universal set is a set which is the more generalized, more bigger set, and which contains all the set inside. The set of the real number is the subset of the universal set, because in my last lecture I have discussed about the set of the real number is a special subset of the set of complex number. So in terms of the number systems, complex number system is the larger than real number system. So the set of the complex number can be treated as universal set because it is a bigger than the set of the real number, and it contains all number, and every number can belongs to this set of the complex number. It contains real numbers, imaginary numbers. So the set of the complex number can be treated as the universal set. Operations on sets. Union of two sets. The union of two sets A and B is denoted by A union B. Symbolically we can write like this, is the set of all elements which belongs to A or B. Symbolically by using the set builder notation we can write it as A union B. All x's, general element x of A union B, such that this element belongs to A. This symbol denote or x belongs to A or x belongs to B. So mathematically we can write the union in terms of this. There is an example. A is equals to ABC, B is equals to DE. One can obtain the A union B. In A union B, we can merge the three elements of this set and two elements of this set. So we can write it as A, B, C, D, E. This is the A union B, and every element A belongs to this set, first set. B belongs to the first set, C belongs to the first set, D belongs to the second set, E belongs to the second set, and all the five elements either belong to the set A or either belong to the set B. So A union B is the union of two sets which contains element which either belongs to the set A or set B, or we can say that in union we combine the elements of sets. So here in A union B, we combine the elements of A and combine the elements of B. Either the elements are common or either the elements are not common. These two sets are disjoint sets. There is nothing is common. So we can write all the elements of A, all the elements of B, and combine the elements of two sets, and this is the A union B. Intersection of two sets. The intersection of two sets A and B is denoted by A intersection B is the set of the common elements which belongs to A and also B. So apart from the union property, in union we just merge the elements of two sets, but in intersection we write the elements, those elements in intersections which are common in both sets. Operations on set. Symbolically we can write the A intersection B as X is the general element of A intersection B. X belongs to A and X belongs to B. This is the set builder notation of intersection. For example, there are two sets. If A contains elements A, B, C and B contain elements A, E, then we can write in intersection only element A, because the only element A is common in these two sets. So A intersection B is a singleton set. If there is not a single element will be common in two sets, then the A intersection B can be phi. So in intersection we will write only the common elements, disjoint sets. If the intersection of two sets A and B is phi, which is the empty set contains no element. Empty set is labeled by phi. That is, if A intersection B is equals to phi, then these sets are called disjoint sets. For example, here A and B are two disjoint sets because there is not a single element is common in A intersection B. So we can write A intersection B is equals to empty set, which is equals to phi. So A and B are disjoint sets. Overlapping sets. If the intersection of two sets A and B not equals to phi, A intersection B does not equals to phi, then these two sets are called overlapping sets. For example, here A and B are two sets, ABC and BC. A intersection B is BC. So A and B are overlapping sets because there is some common region containing elements B. Complement of a set. The complement of a set A is denoted by A prime is a set of all elements of U which do not belong to A is called complement of set, because complement set A prime is equals to U minus A. Here is an example. If there is a set U and we take it as a universal set, and this is a set A, then A prime is U minus A. We have to subtract set A from the set U, then we will obtain the following elements of A prime. A prime will be 3, 4 and 5. This is a complement of A. Difference of two sets. The difference set of two sets A and B is denoted by A minus B, consists of all the elements which belongs to A but do not belong to B. For example, A is the set containing elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. B is a set 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we have to subtract A minus B. Then we will subtract all the elements of B which lies in the set A. These are 4 and 5. So in A minus B we can write it as 1, 2, 3 because we are going to subtract b from the set A. So A minus B can be obtained as 1, 2 and 3. 4 and 4, 5 will be subtract from the set A. Here are some properties of union and intersection. A union B is equals to B union A. Commutative property of union. A intersection B is equals to B intersection A. Commutative property of intersection. In commutative property there must exist two sets A and B, only two sets. If we take union A union B, or if we take union B union A, then the answer will be the same. It is known as commutative property. Means A into B is equals to B into A. If we multiply A with B or B with A, answer will be the same. Same in terms of the union and intersection. If we take intersection of B with A or intersection of A with B, the answer will be the same. Commutative property of intersection. Similarly, associative property of union and associative property of intersection are also hold. In associative there must exist three sets, 1, 2 and 3, A, B, C. And this bracket shows that we have to take union of B and C first, then with A. We have to take the union of A and B first, then with C. But the answer will be the same. Either we take calculation of these two sets first, then with this, or we take the calculation of these two sets first, then with this. The answer will be the same. There will be no change if we change the order of calculating our terms. Similarly, with associative property of intersection are also hold. There is a distributive property of union over intersection. We can distribute the union. Distributive property of intersection over union also exists, and if we have two sets A, B and C, then this property must hold for any type of two sets. And initially we take the intersection of two sets B and C. Later we will take union with the answer of this intersection. Similarly, the answer of the right hand side will be obtained in terms of the set. Left hand side and the answer of the right hand side is also will obtain in terms of the set. These two sets must be the same, so this property is must. This is the distributive property of intersection over union. You can take any set of A, B, C of your own choice, and you can verify these properties in your assignment. You can take the values of A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. You can take B is from 5 to 15. You can take C is 5 to 10, and you can verify these properties. And another law is De Morgan's law, which is very much important, and which states that A union B whole complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. Similarly, A intersection B whole complement A complement union B complement. For any two sets, these properties must be whole, and you can verify these properties by choosing any sets of A and B. And there is detail provided in the first year mathematics book, and these are all properties are also proved in that book. You can see the following reference book, and you can ask any question related to these topics and these proofs. Application. Question number 1. Write the following tabular form of sets in the set builder notations. The set of natural number n1, 2, 3. If we want to write this set of natural number in terms of the set builder notation, so we can write it as x such that x belongs to n. It's enough because there is no condition on n. We are not choosing a particular numbers. We have to just define a whole set of natural numbers. So it's enough to write it as x such that x belongs to n. The set of integer is z, which is 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and so on. And in set builder notation, we can write it as x such that x belongs to z, because there is no condition on the set of integers. So we can simply write it as x such that x belongs to z. Question number 2, write the set in the descriptive form. There is a set defined in the set builder notation. The set of the first 10 natural numbers is the descriptive form of the above mentioned set, because here this set illustrates that x such that condition is x is a natural number, and natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And the symbol states and x is less than equals to 10. X is starting from 1 due to this natural number, and x will be end on 10 because x is not greater than 10 but x is equals to 10. So the answer will be in tabular form. We can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because x is a natural number starts from 1 and x is less than equal to 10. X is 10 and all the x's belongs to n which are less than 10. So the set of the first 10 natural number is the answer, is the descriptive form of this question. There is another question, write two proper subset of a set. There is a set ABC set. These two are defined as the proper subset of this set because A is the subset of this set because A is contained in this set, and there are two elements B and C which are not in this set. That's why this is a proper subset of this set. Similarly, BC contained in this set. There is another element A which is not contained in this set. So BC is also a proper subset of this set. Question number 4. What is the number of the elements in power set of a set? This is a set contains elements 0 and 1. Two elements contained. Obviously, there is a formula in order to calculate the number of elements in a power set of this set, which is 2 raised to power n. N is 2. The number of elements are 2. So 2 raised to power 2 is 4. The total number of elements in the power set is 4. So power set elements are 4. Question number 5, write the power set of the set. This is the set A911. We have to write the power set of this set. First of all, we write the empty set, then 9, then 11, then 911. 5 and 911 are improper subset of this set, while 9 and 11 are proper subset of this set. And this power set of A contains all possible subset of this set. Power set is the set of all possible subsets. Question number 6, let A and B are two sets, find A minus B, A intersection B, A union B. A minus B means we have to separate those elements of B which lies in A. 2, 4, 6, 8 because there in A minus B. There is another example, let A and B are two sets, find A minus B intersection B, A union B. So we can write it as A minus B as we have to separate the elements of B which lies in the set of A, which are 2 and 4. So we can write A minus B as this. 2 and 4 are in B, so we have to minus. From A intersection B, write down the common elements which are 2 and 4, and A union B, all the elements. And the overlapping elements we write once, like 2 and 4 we write once, and remaining elements which lies. So A union B contain elements either belongs to A or belongs to B. There is another example. Let U is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 set of natural number up to 20. A is a set of odd numbers between 20. Find A intersection U is equals to A. A is a set which is order which its order is less than the order of U. So in intersection we must write the smaller set. So A intersection U must be A because all the elements are in A lies in the set of U. So when we take the intersection of these two sets 1, 3, 5, 19 and U 1, 2, 3 up to 20. So A intersection U, these are common elements which lies in A, lies in U. So we can write in A 1, 3, 5, 19 as the intersection with universal set is a smaller set because A is subset of U. When A is a subset of U, so intersection of A and U will be A. So we can write it as this. Similarly, if we want to calculate the A union U, the answer will be U because U is the greater than set greater than A. In intersection we write the smaller set, or in union we write the greater set. This is related questions in exercises 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 of the book First Year Mathematics Simple book in order to understand these concepts, and all the material before the exercises are very much important. You are free to ask any question related to this topic, any line, any single line before the exercises, to any material which is before the exercises 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 is involved in your course outline and for your assessment as well. You are free to ask any question, any property, proof of this property, application of these properties are very much clearly defined in this book, and these are the reference books. Fundamentals of Algebra and Trigonometry. This is the publisher, and this is the book. You are asked to do questions and you are asked